Good morning, everyone. I apologize for the bit of a delay here. My first video had to get reshot here. I went a little bit too long. You just know this, that when I do go long, it's typically because there's nothing really setting up. Let's just go ahead and quickly get some perspective here. Long-term trend is up. Mid-term trend still is moving up, and the reason why I'm saying that is we're starting to see you had this lower high, or lower low. Now you're starting to post higher lows as well as higher highs. Okay, so mid-term trend is up. Short-term trend, though, is down. We've got 3 lower highs, 3 lower lows coming here right into the support area we've been talking about. This horizontal line, by the way, is last week's close. Okay, that's why I've got that line there. And so far, the market is successfully retesting that to the downside. So we've got to be aware of that. Remember in the weekly wrap, I was talking about the possibility of the market pushing down after the retest. So we've got to keep our eye on the close for this week. And thus far, we're looking at a very good retest of that. If we go to the 4-hour bar, you can see that the flag pattern is still extending. I really think this is getting overextended for a flag pattern. The flag has pushed through all of this support in here and is actually, as I said, starting to give it the old retest or the kiss goodbye, which is simply waiting for possibly another leg down. The only thing that is really getting in the way of this being an ideal setup is the narrowness of this range. If this is the close and I were looking to go short here, my concern then would be where is the next low, and you can see that that's right in here. And yeah, it's just a little bit too tight because we've also got to give it some room for confirmation, especially if we're using a 3-bar reversal. So we've got about 62 pips from the close down here to the low, which, as I said, can get a little bit tight depending on how the confirmation comes. So at this point, I would rather wait for the market to form up a fairly nice pattern before I was looking to get in. Here's what I'm looking at on the hourly. I chopped off this high here, but what I did is I'm basing this flag pattern on the highs here, also the multiple highs in here. I then simply duplicated this line and tagged it onto this low, and you can see that this low now is starting to form up. So up until this point, we have not had a confirmed flag pattern. We're going to need to see the market actually pull up off of this low to confirm this hourly flag. Remember, though, we're coming into the close of the prior week, which has, up to this point, been resistance. So at this point, I am waiting for the market to break above this upper level here before I'm looking to go long. I'm not really looking to go long down here, even though I can, because I can take counter trend trades, simply because this resistance line is much too close. Okay, hopefully you follow that line of reasoning. Okay, I want to wait and see that the market actually can develop some momentum to the upside. Also, if the market is getting near to this resistance line and it's getting later and later in the afternoon, I'm not going to take trades late in the afternoon because momentum dies down. Remember, we've got a sweet spot with the pound from 4:30 a.m. until about 12:30 at the latest Eastern Standard Time. But you're going to find that the bulk of your momentum comes in the 9 o'clock hour all the way into about the 12 noon hour U.S. time. So again, nothing really forming up at this point. This flag is just too new. This market might just continue going down. We'll just have to wait and see what forms up in the next few hours.